What's good? What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs, what to expect, general messages. What's good? What's good, Jessica? Emily, Sunflower, Steven, what's good? Jordan, all right. All right, so general messages, whatever comes through, whether it's work, love, personal shit. See what y'all can expect this week. All right, so we are going from Aries right on up to Pisces. What's good? It's Abe. Sunflower. I have coffee now. Yeah, I had tea earlier. I had licorice root tea earlier, but only because I knew I'd be having some coffee for my live. I didn't want it too much. All right, what do we have for Aries? Hey, Empress Royal. Jordan, Clara. Naina. Christopher, what's good? All right. What can Aries expect this week? I'm going to try to not be too long with these tonight, guys, but you know I have a hard time doing that, but it's just late. 3 shuffles. What can Aries expect this week? What can Aries expect this week? Okay, overall energy for you this week, Aries, we do have the Knight of Pentacles with the Page of Cups right under that. Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Hangman, Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, so Aries, I feel like when it comes to your overall energy, you're in a space of being very stubborn. You're being very cautious when it comes to what you invest into, who you invest into. Steven, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rose. You are amazing. Hope to hear some awesome messages. Steven, I appreciate that. You have got to be my #1 tipper, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much. That is generous. All right, so Aries, I feel like when it comes to your overall energy, you're in a space of really knowing what deserves your time, who deserves your time. You seem to be very focused on your money situation. A lot of you guys are feeling limited and trapped this week because of a money situation or because of a situation that you feel like needs some work, okay? Because right now, Hangman, Page of Pentacles in reverse. You could already be dealing with some setbacks when it comes to your reality because of finances, because of lacking a plan, because of certain issues in your reality. Let's just put it that way. That's making you feel limited. I do feel in the meantime, Aries, you're a little bit frustrated because you feel like there's someone in your space or trying to get in your space that you feel is quite pushy, or you feel is feeling quite entitled towards you when it comes to moving you forward or telling you what's good for you, telling you what you should be doing. And you may feel like there's also some jealousy here from someone that is more so oppressive for you. Thank you, Melanie girl. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So it's like you're in a space of, dealing with someone that is quite jealous of where it is you're wanting to move toward. You do feel the need to be very cautious when it comes to who you invest into. You seem to be more focused on reestablishing a game plan for yourself. You're having like a whiteboard type of moment this week when it comes to what's really important to you. And I feel like there's a lot of excitement, Aries, but there's also like a lack of patience to some extent. It's like you're wanting to get something going really quickly when I feel like you're becoming aware that something is not able to be done really quickly. You're becoming aware this week that yes, things are possible. Yes, there's hope when it comes to getting out of a situation that is making you feel stuck or limited, but it is requiring consistency on your part, and it is requiring, consistent effort as well. And I feel like this week you're more so focused on your responsibilities, your money, okay, being consistent when it comes to your work to be able to bring in more money, especially if you feel like, you're already kind of haunted with, debts or something that isn't really working out in your favor. You seem to be very adamant this week when it comes to sticking to your goals, and it does seem to be working out in your favor, but I do see that there's a very oppressive energy that is just lingering. Okay, this could be an ex, this could be a friend, this could be someone that is trying to help you, but they're not really being much of a help because they don't really see what you're looking at. They don't really understand where you're coming from. Just clarify that Queen of Wands in reverse with the Strength card and the Five of Pentacles. So this is someone that feels like you're planning to leave them behind. That's the problem. This is someone that feels like, you know, they're coming to some type of conclusion that you're leaving them behind, abandoning them, maybe putting them in a vulnerable position because this person could have depended on you financially as well. So I feel like someone isn't really happy about you moving forward or moving on with yourself, and that energy may drain you, but I don't really see it distorting your energy too much or your focus. Okay, just give me one more on that Page of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's like an underlying frustration that you're going through that you're not really speaking out about, and it is causing some scattered energy, frustration, feeling like you have to force things from day to day because you feel like there is some bad news that you got in regards to money in the past that may have you feeling a little bit scattered or, you know, lost when it comes to the direct, a direct outcome, or how do I say? It's almost like you feel there's nothing really you can do right now this week except work on your money, work on your personal goals. You feel a little bit stagnant when it comes to actually being able to move something forward because of some type of bad news that you've already received. And I feel like you're not really speaking out about whatever that is. So you may feel like it's a burden that you seem to be wanting to carry on your own, but it is making you feel limited. But you seem to be, it's almost like you're trying to set yourself free from something. Give me one more on that Hangman, the High Priestess. You're trying to make yourself unattainable here. You're being quite pessimistic on people and opportunities that are currently trying to penetrate your space because you seem to be having a bigger vision for yourself. And I feel like you're making yourself unattainable in amongst this waiting period because you're waiting to set yourself free. Okay, some of you guys are just trying to distance yourself from an ex or someone that you feel is quite oppressive, jealous, demanding, whatever it may be. A lot of you guys as well are working on personal goals, and you're setting more structure for yourself when it comes to regimes and routines, because there could be a lack of confidence, Aries, when it comes to your health, but you seem to be showing up for yourself in that regard. Okay, so it's just a temporary setback, but I like this. But yeah, I do feel like it's gonna require some consistency and persistence when it comes to you just staying focused on your personal objective. Okay, but you seem to have someone that's not happy about you leaving them behind, or they're feeling left out. How does Aries view that energy? Three of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like they're more so working against you. Like you feel like they're making things worse for you. This could be a coworker as well that you feel like is not on the same page with you. Okay, or this is someone that you feel like it's just, you perceive this person to be not a team player. You feel like this person doesn't learn from past mistakes. You feel like you feel like they're more so a burden to you because they're not cooperating or appreciating or understanding what you're trying to build or cultivate for yourself. Okay, could be a Pisces you're dealing with. We also have Leo, Virgo, and Cancer. But things are looking good for you when it comes to money and your personal will to kind of do and move forward. But you may feel a little bit stagnant this week, Aries, but I feel like you're already prepared for that because you've already received some type of news that makes you clear that things are going to be moving a little bit slowly. Thank you, Alyssa Ramirez. I really appreciate that, girl. All right, what do we have for, give me an oracle for Aries. Success. We do have a success. What's that about? With the Four of Swords. So there's a success when it comes to some type of the Five of Cups. I feel like you're doing a pretty good job separating yourself from someone that is being very petty or someone that is constantly bringing up the past. I also feel like you're successfully healing from some type of minor setback that may have made you feel a little bit disappointed or discouraged. A lot of you guys are successfully as well prioritizing your mental health or what's good for you when it comes to your own sanity and when it comes to what you need to do to isolate yourself from situations that are constantly triggering you in some type of way. Okay, you could also be successfully separating yourself from situations that cause a lot of regret, whether that's not partying as much, whether that's just making better choices overall. We do have reconsider. What's that about? The Nine of Swords. A lot of you guys are a lot of you guys are letting your negative thoughts get the best of you. It's almost like there's a lot of anxiety you're feeling in the midst of progression, okay? But you may want to reconsider whether certain things are worth stressing about. So maybe you have an ex, or there's, you know, issues when it comes to health, when it comes to your overall confidence. Something may not really be worth stressing about, okay? You may be letting it get the best of you. With the Six of Wands, a lot of you guys just need to stand in your personal principles and not really be phased in regards to who has a problem with it. And you may, even though you may be separating yourself from certain people or trying to make better choices, you may need to not let yourself get in your head when it comes to what people are going to say or what this ex is going to say. A lot of you guys are getting wrapped up into this fear and anxiety, and you may need to kind of reconsider if this person, if it's really worth keeping the peace, you know, because you may be thinking worst case scenario, and the Nine of Swords can lead into this fear of being the subject of gossip, whatever it may be. And with that Six of Wands, this is saying that you have all the energy supporting you to be able to stand in your personal principles and not really be concerned who is going to try to make you look stupid, or who is going to try to make you or humiliate you or make you feel some type of way. Okay, so whatever this is that's been giving you anxiety, or you've been overthinking, or you've been walking on eggshells about, you may just need to not allow it get in your head so much, and more so stand in your personal power and principles, which the Six of Wands really is derived from personal principles, right? It's kind of what gives us this ultimate stance about ourselves, you know, our pride, our, you know, how we represent ourselves, what we're not really willing to fall short for all of this. And it's like you may just need to kind of step away from this, like, you know, worry when it comes to people that don't really deserve to get in your head like that. Okay. All right. And this reconsider card also reminds me of the Ace of Swords, because she's kind of, you know, steadfast to that sword. So you may need to reconsider, and instead of, because right now this week, I feel like you're more so trying to avoid, or you're more so walking on eggshells around a certain energy or situation. You may just want to speak it how it is this week, or at least think about it and not really be concerned in regards to how that plays out. Okay. Because you seem to be making sense this week, or you seem to have a lot of solid reason or principle in regards to why you need to maybe, you know, go to the gym more, or why you need to separate yourself from a certain person. You seem to have a lot of good solid reason. Okay. So I like it. So yeah, we have strong Pisces and Virgo and Leo. And we also have Cancer. All right. Taurus. What can Taurus expect this week? What can Taurus expect this week? Let me know if the connection's better, because I don't have my booster yet, but I decided to use data because I do have unlimited data, and I realized that my other lives were super like choppy. So let me know if that's better tonight, because that's annoying. All right. What can Taurus expect this week? 3 shuffles. All right, awesome. All right, so overall energy for you this week, Taurus. This is the most impactful energy. We do have the Justice and the Three of Pentacles. So you seem to be, okay, you are getting what you deserve here when it comes to Three of Pentacles, Justice. All right, so Taurus, you seem to be implementing an agreement with someone here this week. And it does seem to be working out in your favor. There's someone here that is getting on the same page with you. This is someone that is inspired to partner with you to some degree. This is likely someone from the past, and I'm not saying it's an ex, okay? It's just someone that you may already be aware of. There's someone here that is sharing an opportunity with you when it comes to a partnership, when it comes to, wow, the Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like you have someone that's making their mind up about you, Taurus, and this is someone that is seeming to be very honest and direct in regards to the fact that they want to move forward and prioritize some type of partnership with you. Just clarify this Two of Wands. It could be starting as a work partnership. Tell me about the Two of Wands with the Empress. No, it's a little bit more than that. The Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you have someone that's being fair with you or playing fair with you when it comes to making long-term plans. There does seem to be someone that is very supportive of you and your need to kind of focus on yourself this week. There's a lot of honest conversation you're having with someone. There is a love offer coming in, and a lot of you guys are, if this is not love, I'll read it for that too. But I'm seeing someone that is making an offer to you in regards to nurturing some type of partnership. The both of you seem to prioritize your independence, and you both seem to be very supportive and fair when it comes to not rushing things. But there does seem to be this, it's like you're both implementing some type of agreement in regards to what the intention is long-term between the two of you. So you may both be kind of focused on yourself, but there is talk about a relationship. There's talk about having children. There's talk about a lot of stuff, okay? And it does seem to be very exciting for you, and you feel supported, you feel nurtured, you feel like, you know, someone is finally getting you. You do get a very familiar energy from this person, or you feel like this is someone that you connect with on a very deep level. But someone is sharing feelings here with you, Taurus. And you seem to be willing to prioritize this partnership. Okay, if this is not love related, this is still you implementing some type of partnership agreement with someone else in the workplace. Okay, there could have been some beef between you and someone else, and someone seems to be apologizing and being very supportive of your place in the work situation, and they seem to be wanting to partner with you or grow with you in some way. But this is something that is working out in your favor, and you seem to be receiving a lot of cooperation, and the two of you are doing what you can with the realities you have to make something work. Just give me one more on that Six of Cups. Seven of Swords in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. Well, I feel like there's a lot of conversation when it comes, I feel like someone is sharing their doubts with you, Taurus, when it comes to, you know, feeling the need to slow down because they have a guilty conscience surrounding children being involved. Or this is someone that has a guilty conscience surrounding maybe a past connection, something of that nature. I also feel like this could be someone apologizing or being very transparent about the fact that they were doubting you in the past, or they wasn't really trusting it wholeheartedly. But there's a lot of honest conversation here between you and someone else. And likely, this is new, by the way. And even if you know them already, this is someone that you've never really established a partnership with before. It's taking you out of your comfort zone, okay? So you seem to be establishing a partnership with someone, and it's very nurturing to you. It's exciting to you. There's a lot of honest, transparent conversation in regards to both of your concerns. And your person seems to be very supportive here. And again, this could simply be a work partnership. How does Taurus perceive this person? High Priestess in reverse. And the Ace of Wands. You may perceive this as someone that is a little bit doubtful, maybe having a hard time trusting a new beginning. You do see them as someone that is trying to take initiative. You may see this as someone that has had their doubts, which has caused them to suppress their desire for some type of partnership with you. You see this as someone that has been trying to suppress their desire to take initiative and make something work, maybe try something again. You do see them as someone that is quite ambitious, passionate. You just feel like they have a lot of doubts, which cause them to suppress a lot of desires that they've had. Okay, could have also been specifically a Pisces. Could be dealing with a Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, or Pisces. But let's see, give me an oracle for Taurus. Well, we have look for a sign, not the right time. I honestly feel like the two of you are talking about this. I feel like this is like taking things slow, but both being in support of that aspect, because you both seem to be very prioritized on your personal needs when it comes to investing into yourself, likely because of maternal influence or children being involved. But look for a sign, not the right time. Why isn't it the right time? Six of Swords in reversed. Someone could be having a hard time moving on from something. This is like like something taking a long time when it comes to moving, when it comes to something to do with the vehicle, when it comes to traveling. Someone's having a hard time moving on from something. Okay, which may be causing some troubled waters, I guess you could say, when it comes to things not being as smooth sailing as they'd like it to be. So someone's having a hard time moving or distancing themselves, or there could just be, it could be a very difficult time traveling to see one another, something of that nature. But it may be beneficial to just take things slow, okay? Could also be dealing with a Cancer. All right. Gemini. Ambassador Scorpio. Gross, right? So hit them likes. All right. What's good, Jose? Modesty, Ariel. What do we have for Gemini? What's good, Nick? All right. Two more. What can Gemini expect this week? What can Gemini expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Gemini, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles upright. That's awesome. Okay, a lot of you guys are getting out of debt or overcoming some type of financial hardship. Okay, a lot of you guys may have found yourself making up for those of you that have been involved with someone to some degree that in a way that could have impacted your finances. A lot of you guys are overcoming some type of hardship that was caused from someone in your life that was just lacking common sense financially, or this could have been you that at one point you were kind of lacking common sense when it comes to your finances, and you're kind of overcoming that little setback. But finances are looking good for you, Gemini, and it's causing you to get out of your head, think less negatively. Look at you. You guys are very set and focused. Okay, there's, a lot of you guys may find yourself putting your problems behind you this week, Gemini, to kind of stay focused on what's necessary, what needs your focus. A lot of you guys, the King of Swords can be very structured, routine, focused on implementing some type of structure or routine to maintain some type of, it's likely to do with your finances or just the way you run your ship. But I feel like you're getting out of your head, Gemini, because you're starting to become clear. in regards to something not being as bad as it was. So you may have been stressed for a while, Gemini, about a situation in your life, and you may have been thinking worst case scenario. But this week you're becoming very clear in regards to something isn't really as big of a deal as you thought, or there's an issue specifically financially or health. It could have been health too. That you're becoming aware that something isn't as bad as you thought, and you're thinking more positively this week. You're being very focused and clear when it comes to your intentions from day to day. You seem to be rising above, playing victim about shit. Why? Because you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, something's starting to make sense for you this week. Just give me one more on that Five of Pentacles in reverse. What was this? The King of Pentacles. One more. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so Gemini, I feel like you're in a space of taking responsibility for some type of reckless spending, okay? Or there may have been a financial situation that has been very unstable that you seem to be taking responsibility for, okay? For those of you that are in a space where you're letting go of a past situation, because the Four of Pentacles in reverse can talk about shedding the old, bringing in the new. For those of you that have been dealing with a situation where you've been letting something from the past come to an end, you're in a space of being very focused and taking responsibility for whatever financial hiccups come with that, okay? Or you're just simply taking responsibility for some type of poor investment that you made, and you seem to be overcoming some type of financial or health. It could have been a health situation too with the Five of Pentacles. But things are looking very good for you, Gemini. Money's looking good. You may find yourself to be quite a lot less scattered this week, Gemini, in the mind space, because you're in a good frame of mind. You're very clear on why you're doing what you're doing this week. You're very clear in your intentions. Give me one more on that King of Swords. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Empress. Well, a lot of you guys are in a space where the reason you're becoming so focused this week, Gemini, is because you don't really want support, okay? Because this is talking about you're not welcoming support, okay? Or you're not welcoming, if there has been some type of chaos, upheaval, disorder from day to day, drama. It's like there's something here you're going out of your way to separate yourself from. And you could be in a space where you're not really welcoming support, which has you more focused and adamant about getting out of a bad situation health-wise or financially. It's likely finances for most of you, and it is causing you to kind of rise above playing victim because you just want to get out of it, or you just want to separate yourself from it, or you just want to clear something up, okay? What was Gemini stressing about? The Devil. Shit. One more. And the Hierophant. So Gemini, what you were stressed about is you felt like you were bonded to something because of, how things are typically done, based off tradition, based off feeling like you had to conform to something. Okay, it could have been a marriage. It could have been taking advice that maybe you didn't want to take. It could also have something to do with a court situation. But a lot of you guys are getting out of your head when it comes to something that has torn you up mentally, when it comes to a marriage, or when it comes to something that you didn't want to conform to, but you felt like you had to. Okay, you felt bonded to something that you felt the need to conform to. And this week you seem to be not letting it stress you out so much. Why? Because you're separating yourself from it, rising up, putting your problems behind you, and just taking matters into your own hands, I guess, or doing what you need to do to be able to separate yourself from a situation. Okay. This kind of feels like, yeah, you felt like something was not in your control, or you felt bonded to, a certain way of being, or a certain standard, a certain relationship, a certain even court agreement, something here that had you feeling trapped. And that seems to be moving on to calmer waters this week for you. And you're quite thrilled about it, honestly. Okay. A lot of you guys, it could be something simple. Like a lot of you guys are just focused on your finances and responsibilities even more so because you're trying to separate yourself from something from the past. Either way, Gemini, things are looking good. You're not stressing this week. You're not in your head this week, which is really good for you because when Geminis get in their head and start thinking negatively, they become a little bit crazy. They become all over the place. So I like this for you, Gemini. Just give me one more on that Empress. Page of Wands. A lot of you guys are receiving good news in regards to something new. Or in regards to something that is making you feel nurtured and supported during some type of chaotic time for you as well. But I still feel like you're keeping your distance from that, or you're being very cold and aloof toward that because you feel like there's certain things that need to happen before you fully feed into something new that's exciting you. Okay, this could even be an idea. It could be communication that you're receiving this week, Gemini, that's making you feel loved or supported or nurtured as well during some type of upheaval, but you don't want to feed into that victim mentality too much for whatever reason. I feel like you just want to separate yourself from it, and you seem to be doing that successfully this week. So I like it. I like it. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. We also have strong Taurus energy. We do have you're ready, Gemini. You're ready. 5 of Wands in reverse to create some type of solution around something that's been causing a lot of inner conflict or drama in general. Okay. 8 of Wands in reverse. So whatever this is that's been causing panic or things to be delayed, you're ready to create some type of solution or come to some type of an agreement with people that may have not have agreed with it, or that could just be you yourself could have had a lot of inner conflict about something which has caused a lot of delays because of your own inner conflict about an issue, but you're ready to, you know, start manifesting solutions and working things out in a less chaotic way. Okay, give me one more oracle for Gemini. Improving health. So for a lot of you, this is health. Okay, it could be your financial health, your physical health. A lot of you guys are focused this week on improving health. One more on that. With the 6 of Cups, it could be in regards to a child as well, because there could be a lot of maternal influence. Okay, maybe your child is needing you a little bit more this week. With the Ace of Wands. So a lot of you guys are reconnecting with old passions that have you very excited to take initiative and focus on your health. And also a lot of you guys are focused on just honestly taking action, doing whatever you need to do to get out of a poor financial situation, or doing whatever you need to do to take initiative when it comes to your health. You know, go to the gym more, whatever it may be. Okay. So I like that. But it could be in regards to a child now that we're having that 6 of Cups, Page of Wands, Empress. So a lot of you guys, you may be aware of, maybe there's some concerns you have about a child's health. So a lot of you guys are just taking initiative and doing whatever. It's like a very, you know, set in stone path for you. It's like, okay, this week we need to do this, that, and the third, because you're noticing maybe your child's getting a little bit of a cold, and you seem to be successfully resolving whatever that issue is. Okay. All right. So yeah, we do have strong Taurus energy and Capricorn specifically. So you could be hearing positive news in regards to the status of your money situation with that 10th house, 2nd house energy, which could also be helping you focus on other things that may need your attention. All right, Cancer. All right. I don't know what's going on with that candle. All right. What do we have for Cancer? What can Cancer expect this week? Let's get Killer Tomato. 2 more. What can Cancer expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Cancer, we do have the 6 of Wands in reverse and the Strength card right under that. 4 of Swords in reverse. Well, the good news is there does seem to be a wish fulfilled here when it comes to something that has caused a lot of insecurities, and it's restoring your faith. Just what's that 6 of Wands in reverse? The Knight of Wands. 3 of Wands in reversed. Well, Cancer, I feel like there's some type of failed attempt here, okay? Or you're still dealing with the repercussions of some type of failed attempt when it comes to something you've been trying to manifest. This could have a lot to do with personal goals, personal visions, specifically too, with that 3 of Wands in reverse. There was something here that you've been trying to get going really quickly, or have something, you've been trying to see something through, and it hasn't really worked out for you. It's almost like it may have been... there was some type of failed attempt here in the past that has you motivated to do something differently, okay? Because there's something here you're having a hard time accepting the loss of. Just give me one more in regards to that. The 5 of Pentacles. So Cancer, something here caused some type of setback financially, or something that had you feeling left out in the cold. This could also be health concerns or financial concerns that had you feeling like you can't move forward with something in the way that you wanted to. However, it hasn't really steered your confidence off too much. Okay, you're in a space of trying to, move forward with something. What is this though? 5 of Cups in reverse. It's like you're trying to avoid being petty about something here with either someone or something when it comes to a personal vision or goal. Okay, because you're refusing to accept something as a loss. And whatever that is, Cancer, you seem to be having some type of wish being fulfilled when it comes to your insecurities about having a fresh start or new beginning. What's the Fool card? With the 9 of Wands. So there's something here you're returning to or fighting for, Cancer, not really wanting to give up on. You do have solid boundaries here when it comes to making something happen in a very specific way. Okay, so what is this that Cancer's trying to have? Death in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. So you're trying to avoid an ending in regards to something that had already left you disappointed or left you feeling like there's not really a whole lot of optimism or hope. I'm still having a hard time seeing what this is that you're trying to fight for, though. You just don't want it to end. Give me one more. 10 of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys, the 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. So this is feeling the need to... The 10 of Pentacles can talk about new money, starting from the bottom when it comes to a business, maybe creating a new form of income. it seems like you're trying to create new streams of income or start from the bottom when it comes to a business. And you may feel like there was already some type of failed attempts. You may feel like it was a loss that was out of your control because of financial reasons, or feeling like certain people or situations that may have needed to be a part of kind of abandoned you. Okay. And there's something here that you're trying to get back off the ground, but you may feel like you have a lot of, haters about it, or people that are being vindictive this week about it. You're avoiding some type of loss when it comes to a new business is what this feels like, or starting from the bottom when it comes to an existing idea or desire when it comes to creating a new stream of income. And I feel like this week, Cancer, it's almost like that energy where you're refusing to accept a loss of something. There is a wish being fulfilled when it comes to insecurities you had, specifically financially. Clarify that 9 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're just desiring to put in the work and take responsibility when it comes to your own financial insecurities about a situation. So this is you overcoming some type of financial setback. And I feel like when it comes to dealing with other people, Cancer, a lot of you guys are burdened when it comes to other people's superficial view that they have on a specific idea or vision you have for a new business, or starting from the bottom on something. Because I feel like this week, Cancer, you may feel as though you have a lot of vindictive energy, or people that are trying to seduce you down a specific path. And it's something you're not in agreement with. It's something you refuse to swallow your pride about. Okay. Because I feel like this week, Cancer, you're in a space of refusing to swallow your pride. And sometimes that can manifest negative outcomes. But because you're choosing to take initiative on something yourself, it's ending to be something quite positive. It's almost like you're not budging despite feeling maybe humiliated, or feeling like there was already some type of failed attempt at something. But you do feel like certain people have abandoned you, and it may feel as though you have some vindictive energy, or people that are kind of looking down on some type of new project, business, or even relationship. For some of you, it could be a relationship that's kind of starting from ground zero. Okay. But you may feel kind of pushed in a corner when it comes to protecting something, protecting a vision for something. You do have a lot of faith this week when it comes to fulfilling personal desires in this endeavor. And it's almost like you're being quite stubborn this week, Cancer. You're being stubborn and persistent when it comes to taking action on something that has already flopped a little bit. And it may have already flopped either because of finances, or people that have kind of abandoned you, okay? Or made you feel like something wasn't really, a good idea. But you seem to be taking responsibility or putting in the work regardless, because there's a very strong desire. Okay. Just give me one more on that King of Pentacles in reverse. Star in reverse. And the Sun. You could feel a little bit triggered this week, Cancer. Okay. So if you're not starting from the bottom on a business, this could be a potential relationship that you want. And there may be something that's triggering you a little bit, or creating some sense of insecurity or jealousy. However, you seem to be remaining optimistic, or you're not willing to show that part of you. And the 6 of Wands in reverse can sometimes be someone that it's like pride before a fall, right? It's like refusing to show some type of vulnerability because you personally have some type of personal confidence in the situation, but you do feel like there's a situation here that's making you feel less than. Okay, whether there's some jealousy issues in a potential relationship, or whether there's issues when it comes to people that are being quite vindictive towards you when it comes to your desire to establish a new stream of income. And that may require you starting from the bottom or starting from scratch. And you feel like, there may be people not really showing up for you, and it may feel as though you're kind of in this on your own. But you still seem to be willing to kind of hold that burden or carry that weight. And because you're filled with optimism this week. Okay, it sounds maybe a little bit harsh, but I feel like you're not allowing it to distort your vision of a business or a relationship potentially. Okay, whatever this insecurity is, you seem to be remaining optimistic despite feeling triggered. Okay, because you're not giving up. This is you not giving up in a certain direction here, and it is working out in your favor. Working out in your favor. Okay. I know this kind of feels like a week for you, Cancer, where you're just being very stubborn and persistent, despite failed attempts or despite situations that are kind of hurting your ego a little bit. It's like you're not, like, for example, if people are talking down on a business or a situation, it's almost like it may hurt your ego a little bit, but you're not allowing it to steer you off track. That's the best way I can explain it. And you seem to be moving forward quite persistently this week. And you do have the advantage with that 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the Fool. You do have the advantage here. But you may find yourself a little bit defensive this week because you're not really sure that you have the advantage. There's just a strong inner knowing that it's worth fighting for. Okay. Just give me a couple cards for the external energy for Cancer. Emperor in reverse. So for some of you, this could be a boss or a father figure or someone that you feel like has some type of power over you that is getting in your head a little bit, making you feel some type of way, embarrassing you. There could be misaligned values between you and someone that you feel like this could be someone in your workplace that you feel has some type of authority over you or position, and they're kind of getting in your head a little bit. You know, it's causing you to not even trust yourself when it comes to taking initiative on something. Okay, or if this is something a little bit smaller, like a relationship, the lack of initiative or action on your potential partner's part is kind of causing you to fear whether you can trust the situation. And that's kind of getting in your head. Okay. But for a lot of you, this is just you letting someone that you feel has some level of authority get in your head. And it's not causing you to get off track or anything like that, but it is more so something that you may have to kind of, it's like a tough pill to swallow kind of thing. It's almost like something that is a little bit humiliating or degrading, but you're not really letting them see that. Okay. It's more so just embarrassing a little bit or getting you in your head, causing you to overthink. Causing you to overthink. So you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Aquarius, strong Aries energy, Scorpio, and Gemini. So we do have if you believe, Cancer, and I feel like you do. If you believe, what can happen? The moon, your dreams. The moon is like 12th house energy. So if you believe, your dreams can be fulfilled, you know. We do have forgiveness, big happy changes. So there's a lot of big happy changes coming your way, but you may need to kind of take the reins on the situation. Now the moon can work out one of two ways, right? It can work out to you getting lost in the sauce, getting lost in fear, getting lost in, you know, well, what are people really saying? What is really behind the curtain? And you get lost into this trap of, you know, fearing the unknown, fearing the unexpected. Or the moon can be someone that says, hey, I'm just going to plant my own seeds, work with my own intentions, not be fazed by the external influence, and I'm going to make my dreams come true. So if you choose to bring certain things that may be causing fear to an end, or at least not letting it impact you moving forward, you could see a lot of big happy changes. But if you get lost into this fear and, you know, what's not being seen, what's not being said, what's, you know, what's behind the curtain type of thing, then you could stay stuck in that cycle, in that 12th house cycle, which can, you know, isn't the best place to get stuck in, right? 12th house can also be like, you know, mental health and, you know, getting lost in the sauce, you know, allowing everybody else to dictate your life, right? Allowing fear to overpower you. And it's not a place you want to be in. So if you're willing to kind of plant your own seeds and make your wishes come true, and if you believe, things can happen. But forgiveness may be needed for some of you. What's that about? With the King of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. So So there may be something here that you're feeling oppressed about when it comes to, you know, how someone is giving support to something else. Or I don't know, for some of you, it's conflict of interest at work. Maybe there's some jealousy because you feel like there's coworkers that are giving support and energy to other people more than you. Or this is just you feeling, you know, desiring more loyalty or respect from someone here. And you're a little bit bitter because you feel like you're not getting that. Okay. And there may be forgiveness needed in whatever that is. Okay. But there is big happy changes. So it's good. All right. So you have a lot of optimism this week, Cancer, and the moral of the story is you may find yourself being very stubborn and persistent this week, and you may find yourself kind of taking a big gulp and kind of taking one for your own team when it comes to certain things that are humiliating you, but you're trying to not bring attention to it. Okay? And it is causing things to work out in your favor. All right. Leo. I'm glad it resonated, Nick. But anyways, Leo. All right, what do we have for Leo? Let's get Empress, Devil. One more. What can Leo expect this week? 3 shuffles. Oh, shit. Sun, 2 of Cups in reverse showed its face, Leo. I'm not sure what to think about that. So a lot of you guys are expressing a disconnect you feel, okay? So overall energy for you, Lovers in reverse, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. So there seems to be misaligned values this week happening for you when it comes to you and a coworker potentially. You seem to be disconnecting from something, at least energetically. Just give me one more on that Lovers in reverse. King of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Yeah, Leo, I feel like there's a partnership here that you're, you know, not really feeling anymore. This could be intimate or this could be a work partnership, okay? But there seems to be something here it's almost like when you start dating someone and you start getting entangled with someone and then it's like, you know, something is making you feel like this ain't the one. Something seems to be moving really quickly for you, Leo, but you may be kind of separating yourself from the situation this week. You may be ignoring this person's messages, okay? I don't know. I feel like you're just ignoring someone this week, Leo, if I'm going to be honest with you, because you feel like something is either moving too quickly or you feel a lack of trust in the partnership. And this kind of feels like something new or something that you started to move forward with, and now it doesn't really seem to be something that you're wanting. Like a lot of you guys are wanting to let go of something or release something or separate yourself from something, but you're not really telling this person. A lot of you guys are assuming that there's a third party, okay, if this is a love thing. Or what's this Page of Swords in reverse? What did it see? Death in reverse. You feel like the Emperor in reverse. You feel like someone's taking advantage of their power here, or you feel like someone's taking advantage of you, okay? And it's because of a lack of change, or it's because of a resistance to change maybe, like maybe someone is trying to pursue you, but they're also dilly-daddling when it comes to actually making something real. Like something is causing you to be quite suspicious in regards to someone, you know, not really taking accountability, or maybe you feel like they're abusing their power. Or if it's a work partnership, or if it's something else, you may feel like this person is getting a little bit carried away. What's the Eight of Wands? I do feel like the Judgment in reverse. Seven of Cups. A lot of you guys are going to be a lot of you guys are going to tell someone straight up, like, if you say you want to be with me, why are you dating all these other people, or something like that? Because you feel like someone has poor logic when it comes to, like, you feel like someone's keeping their options open, and it's not really making you happy. It's causing a lot of assumptions. It's causing you to be really hard on yourself. You may feel like someone is not really taking accountability for, you know, the confusion you feel, okay? Or the overwhelming energy you feel. Give me a card for this external energy. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Cups in reverse. So whoever this person is, Leo, this kind of feels like someone that is very decisive about the fact that they need to let go of something from their past. They're very clear on that. This is someone that is authentically trying to grow up. So whoever, if this is love related, Leo, this is someone that feels like maybe they ruined the reputation with you, but this is someone that is they feel like they're being quite honest in regards to letting go of something from the past, or growing up, maturing, needing to do things differently. It could be someone as well that's very motivated to change some type of negative history between the two of you. And they may feel like nothing they do is working when it comes to getting the two of you on the same page. But they're very decisive about the fact that they want to heal the situation with you. They're very decisive about the fact that they need to let go of something from their past. They just feel like you're not picking up what they're laying down. They feel like you don't believe them, or they feel like maybe they tainted the reputation with you. So there's some issues there, but they're very clear on what needs to happen here. Well, what's the issue then? If this is love related, Knight of Swords in reverse. So it could be an inferiority complex, or someone, maybe this person is avoiding being as blunt as they should be because they're avoiding being destructive. And there's been a lot of truth maybe not being said that should be said. Okay. Now, if this is a partnership in regards to work, Leo, this is someone that is in a space in their life where, you know, they know who they are, or they know what's important to them. They may be trying to heal some type of negative past between the two of you, or this is someone that is very, you know, this is someone that is trying to move on with their life or grow up to some extent, but they may feel like you're not really motivated. They may feel like the two of you don't really share similar values in the way of being able to cultivate something long-term and serious. And because nothing's being talked about, there's just a lot of negative energy being built between the two of you. I mean, if this is a work partnership, what does this person want with Leo? Eight of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. So they may want a little bit more maturity when it comes to, you know, your part in the situation. They may want a little bit more maturity when it comes to taking accountability for why something isn't growing, or why something isn't, this is someone that wants you to take responsibility for why something isn't growing. Okay. Or for overbearing tendencies. So if this is a work partnership, even a love partnership, this is someone that may feel like you're being a little bit overbearing, and they may feel like you're trying to put the blame on them, when this is someone that feels like they're very clear on what they need to do, but they feel like it's almost like someone that is scared to speak to you because they already feel like you're being a little bit overbearing, Leo. That's the best way I can explain it. And you can reverse the roles if you need to. I'm just reading how I feel it. But they're a little bit scared to speak to you because they feel like you're already being overbearing, or already neglecting them. Okay. And honestly, if this is a love thing, a lot of you guys are ignoring this person this week because you're suspicious that this person is, you know, taking advantage of their power or whatever it may be. You may also be suspicious of a third party. And it's almost like, Leo, whatever problem you have with this person, whether it's work or love related, I feel like you don't really talk about it until you're so mad that you make false accusations, and that just creates more issues between the two of you. And this person may feel like you're not really taking accountability when it comes to how overbearing you are. Or if it's more of a work thing, they may feel like you're trying to put the blame on them in regards to why something isn't growing. So I honestly feel, Leo, you're just going to straight up disconnect here from the situation this week. You're not really saying too much about it. You may end up, saying a lot in time, but by the time that comes, you're in a space where you're making poor, false accusations, or where you're judging the situation because you're overwhelmed with emotions or frustration, or like maybe you've been ignoring someone all week, Leo, and now because they haven't been messaging you, you're assuming they're playing you when you've been ignoring them, or you've been kind of picking them apart, something like that. So it's kind of like, if you want this, you may need to kind of prioritize it in the way of, being willing to look past certain confusions until you get to the truth before you assume, because there's a lot of assumptions you're making here on someone. And give me one more on that external energy. Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is someone that is, becoming frustrated over time, because this is someone that feels like there's a lot of influences that is causing something to not get up off the ground as quick as it should. And they may feel like you're, it's almost like this person feels like you're trying to force something or something like that, even though they feel like they made certain situations very clear to you. Give me an oracle for Leo. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have Gemini, Scorpio, or Taurus. We do have there's something better. I'm just going to get one more before I clarify. We do have abundance. What's there's something better? Okay, what's prior? 10 of Wands in reverse, newer. King of Wands in reverse. So honestly, there may be something here currently that you're kind of starting to recognize is too much work, okay? Give me one more for that newer energy. King of Swords in reverse. Like, a lot of you guys need to be very blunt, okay, when it comes to yourself and when it comes to your own expectations on yourself and what you truly want. And you may need to be very honest with yourself in regards to maybe what you're just not passionate about. And you may be in a space of like starting to recognize something is too much work, and you may need to kind of push to let that go. But when it comes to a newer energy, Leo, a lot of you guys, I mean, that's interesting. When it comes to moving into a newer energy, there may be a lot you just need to keep to yourself. Okay, because I feel like you're in a space of maybe not having a whole lot of confidence, having a hard time taking initiative because you're oppressed with personal confusion. You're oppressed when it comes to what you truly desire. And there may be a need to kind of just focus and prioritize on yourself and bettering yourself in some way. Because until that happens, I feel like you're just getting lost in the sauce and distracted with all these, little circuses from town to town. And I feel like you're not really getting to like the main event that you want to see. And I feel there's something here that you may just need to recognize you don't want to invest into, but you may also need to recognize that you don't need to have a plan B right away. And you may just need to put an effort into yourself and keep a lot of your irrational thoughts and refrain from being too harsh with people, because I feel like it's a deeper rooted issue here when it comes to you just not really being sure what you desire or what's good for you, because you may have got distracted a little bit. And when it comes to abundance, 4 of Swords, a lot of you guys are going to find yourself making a lot of positive headway if you just prioritize your own mental health and kind of separate yourself from the chaos. And kind of figure out what is causing anxiety, what is causing negative thinking, what is causing you to feel tired. A lot of you guys just need rest, and you need to separate yourself from the noise to focus on situations that are causing you to, overthink or be embarrassed, or you may even have you may even feel like there's certain people that are you know, becoming more of a obstacle for you. And you may just need to recognize the fact that you have the ability to separate yourself from those people. But you do need to take accountability for your overall health and what's causing you to even fear letting go of those situations. But there's a lot of abundance when it comes to rest, when it comes to, you know, even seeking a counselor or kind of seeking someone for advice, kind of prioritizing you. And maybe what the Four of Swords can just talk about, like taking a step back, regrouping, figuring out what's next for you. And honestly, I feel like the issue is you don't really know what you truly want right now. And if you have thought you knew, now you're realizing maybe this isn't what I want. And you may just need to kind of take a step back before you know, create more mess. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay, you could be dealing with, we have Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. Or Gemini. All right, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What can Virgo expect this week? How's everybody doing? Four more. What can Virgo expect this week? Three shuffles. The Two of Cups in reverse just showed its face. Some of you guys are having issues with the Leo, okay? Because that came out in the pre-shuffle too for Leo. But let's see. Overall energy, again, Two of Cups in reverse. The Sun with a Leo. So yeah, some of you guys are having issues with a Leo. Yeah, ooh, definite issues. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Leo, or that could just be strong in their chart, okay, depending on the type of partnership this is. But you seem to be receiving some type of disconnect here with someone, and you're going to be very open about the fact, like, listen, you're not paying me, or you're not valuing me, or you're taking advantage of me or something here. You feel like something is very out of balance, okay, and you feel quite disrespected here by someone. You're very irritated. Lord have mercy. You're very irritated with someone. A lot of you guys are scheming something behind the scenes because you're just wanting to, it's almost like you're just wanting to get out of Dodge. It's like you just, if you're heavily invested into this partnership, whether it's work related, love related, whatever it may be, it's creating a really oppressive energy for you. Why? Because you feel like your person is very greedy, self-serving. You feel like they're quite bossy as well. Okay. And I feel like you're making you may be a little bit underhanded with this person, because I do see an argument here between you and someone else. Okay. This is likely in regards to whatever the partnership this is for you. Just give me one more on that Two of Cups in reversed. With the Lovers and the Eight of Wands in reversed. So you may have made a choice that was necessary for your overall well-being on a spiritual level, to distance yourself or to avoid being too impulsive about something. You may have made a very, you know, you feel like you've made a good decision here to separate yourself from someone, and you feel like someone is just completely trying to make you feel some type of way because of it, because of either you distancing yourself or keeping your distance, or maybe something here, there was a delay in something occurring, or there's a delay that's going to be happening this week. Like maybe they messaged you, but you never got it right away. And it's like, sorry, I don't know. There's something like, it feels kind of petty, if I'm going to be honest with you, because it's not a big enough issue that it has you feeling even like overly weighed down. It's just one of those situations that you're quite irritated and you may be quite underhanded or say a lot of underhanded remarks to someone because you don't agree with, you know, you don't agree with them. There's some type of ego clash here between you and someone else. What's this 5 of Wands? 9 of Wands. You feel like they're making you, you feel like they're kind of pushing you in a corner. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, for those of you where this is an intimate issue, you feel like someone is pushing you in a corner. Maybe you may feel like this person is a little bit of an underachiever, or they're not really following through with plans. They're not taking you seriously, maybe, or they're not even taking themselves seriously. The Page of Pentacles in reverse can be like an underachiever or someone that's lazy, and you may be like telling them, like, listen, if we're going to be in a relationship, you need to be doing more than being a coach potato, okay? Or you may be very honest with someone and it causes an issue. And I feel like you're kind of standing strong when it comes to setting proper boundaries. You may be distancing yourself, or if this is a work partnership, you may feel like your partner in work is causing more damage than good, and you may feel kind of pushed in the corner, like, you know, trying to protect yourself while also trying to deal with them. And I feel like, you know, there's some conflict, and you feel like this person is impossible to talk to. And I feel like because you're avoiding worst case scenario, you may be more so taking the underhanded approach, or you're being a little bit more passive aggressive when it comes to addressing issues with this person. But you do feel pushed in a corner here by someone that you feel is very manipulative, or is maybe even just straight up lazy, you know, if it's a work partnership. Clarify the 7 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Swords. If this is a work partnership, I feel like you're just recognizing, Virgo, something is not stable or doesn't have a whole lot of long-term potential. And I feel like you're gaining a lot of mental clarity in regards to what you're receptive to and what you're not. And you may be in a space of feeling like something is becoming very unstable, or even causing you to lose money or something like that. It's one of those situations. And I feel like you're receptive to detach from the situation, but you may feel like someone is not in agreement with the way you want to address something. And you may be in a space this week where you're just keeping your distance, trying to make better choices for you, but you feel kind of, I want to say bonded, but 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you're in a space of trying to make some type of change while also trying to keep the peace in this aspect. 2 of Pentacles can be like, yeah, you know, trying to play with your money, see what's available to you, see what changes you can make with the resources you have, while also feeling kind of stuck between 2 realities. It's like you're wanting to separate yourself from one reality to create another, but you may feel like, you know, someone has an issue with that. You feel like someone has an issue with the way you're making a change, or someone has an issue with some type of change you want to make. Okay, so I feel like you and someone else are getting into a little bit of an argument this week, Virgo. I do feel like you feel as though you have the advantage. You just feel like you're talking to someone that is finding an issue for every solution. And you seem to be in a space of trying to avoid playing victim. If it's an intimate partnership, you may feel like your person's being quite bitchy this week, and you may feel like kind of you're trying to be strategic and you're trying to like rise above like the bitching, or like avoid getting too lost in the sauce. What does Virgo want here? Because I'm starting to feel like you're low-key. What does Virgo want here with this person? I feel like you want to end things. The Justice in reverse, 4 of Swords. I feel like you just want to break, honestly. Some of you guys, Justice in reverse, you may want to divorce, or you want to end an agreement if this is in a partnership. A lot of you guys want to end an agreement, or you want to separate yourself from something. A lot of you guys just want to break from this person because you feel like they're very controlling or a control freak. I feel like you just want to break, honestly, because you may be in a space of not really being sure what you want specifically, especially if this was an intimate relationship, or something that took a lot of your energy. I feel like you're just wanting time to your... Psst. Sorry, guys. That was a neighborhood cat. You're just wanting time to yourself, I feel. You just want time to yourself. That's what you want. I feel like you're not wanting to follow through with some type of agreement. So I feel like you and someone else may kind of butt heads this week. But let's see. Give me an oracle for Virgo. We do have unlikely. What's that? The Hermit in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. If you are trying to withdraw from someone respectfully, that may not really work out, because I feel like it's just going to expand on someone's like sad songs and stories. There's something better. Abundance. So a lot of you guys are trying to avoid something here, or you're maybe even trying to withdraw from someone that you feel is very immature emotionally. This could be a husband with the King of Cups, okay? Or this could be, or wife. It's just the energy. This is like, you may feel the need to withdraw from someone here, or maybe you feel like, okay, maybe we just need a break. Or maybe if this is a partnership, you may feel limited because you feel like this person is very immature. So you may be trying to create some type of resolution with someone that is very immature. And that maybe is what is unlikely to occur or work out. And what we have here is there's something better that is coming with a lot of abundance. Give me a little direction when it comes to what's better out there. We do have the High Priestess in reverse. You already know what this is, but you feel limited by your reality, and which is causing a lot of hesitation. You could be having a hard time getting out of your comfort zone, but you already know what this something better is, but you've been suppressing it, suppressing your desires because you don't trust something here. This could be a new partnership with the Two of Wands in reverse, or you feel like this is something, there's something better. There's something better, and this is something you already are aware of, but you don't trust it. Just give me one more. With the Fool, could be an Aries or a Pisces. It doesn't have to be, but there's an opportunity to have a fresh start, either for yourself or with someone else, but you don't trust it because you're fearful. The Two of Wands in reverse can be someone that remains stagnant because they fear the unknown. They fear going out of their comfort zone. They fear maybe the ball is in someone else's court, or there's just a lot of hesitations that kind of keep them stuck. And I feel like you've been, whatever this is, the High Priestess in reverse, you've been suppressing your desires for something new out of fear. So it's just embracing your desires and being in your own authority and having the faith to be able to move forward, even if that's just being single. Okay, whatever this is. So there's something better, Virgo. You just got to embrace what the universe is already giving you, which is the ebbs and flows, desires, everything. Okay. So yeah, we do have Pisces, Aries, Gemini, and Libra, or Virgo. Could be any sign, could also be a Leo, because Leo had like the opposite energy, I feel, for you guys. All right. Quick little smokeroo, and then we're going to continue. Stretch. Stretch. So good to stretch, guys. Oh, okay. I think fire sign men are different compared to women. Did you like that? Virgolicious. You know, my sister is pretty cool. So, but yeah, it was nice for you guys to be able to meet her. I talk about her a lot. So I'm actually surprised she came on because she always said like she would never come on. But she came on, so that was really nice surprise. I feel like I'm finally starting to settle in that energy where my sister is here, because it took me a long time to adjust just to having her around, because like I said, I've never really had anyone for a long time, and it was so weird having someone around to like do things with and stuff. And it's nice. And even though she's getting her own place, like she's really not going to be far from me. So it's just really, you know, a nice change. And my sister gets me out of my bubble because I'm kind of like a hermit, you know what I mean? So she kind of encourages me to get out, you know, and, you know, just, you know, be a human sometimes. So, and it took me a while. I'm not going to lie. At first it was kind of draining, but now I feel like I'm starting to adjust, you know what I'm saying? And balance things out. And, you know, things are really looking good. I do need that. Like I need someone that kind of gets me out of my hole. You know what I mean? Not that I like keeping to myself, honestly, but lately it's just been really nice with my sister, and I've also met like my best friend, and everything is just perfect. So, and it's nice just to be able to do stuff, you know, and actually have people to do it with, you know. Because my ex was quite similar, you know, we both were kind of hermits, so we never really done anything. So my sister is like an oat aboder, so it's just nice. All right, Libra. What do we have for Libra? What can Libra expect this week? Three more. What can Libra expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Libra, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Wands, Lovers in reverse, the Ten of Wands. Well, you seem to be maybe dealing... Okay, Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Judgment. Well, this week you seem to be rising above playing victim, rising above the haters, rising above the bullshit. And you seem to be, you know, taking accountability for a poor choice that was made. I also feel like you're trying to take the high road when it comes to a poor choice that was made, because you seem to, this kind of reminds me of Gemini's reading a little bit, I think. Yeah, because I feel like you're in a space of trying to protect your peace, trying to protect your territory, trying to protect your image too, I'm getting with that. And you feel like there may have been some type of poor choice that was made that you seem to be riding out this week. You seem to be taking responsibility for this week. And it does have you kind of avoiding playing victim or avoiding, sulking about it or sitting around like whatever about it. You're kind of in a space where you're taking action, doing what you need to do to overcome some type of poor choice. What was that? Lovers in reverse, the Magician, Queen of Cups in reverse. Some of you may be aware that someone is bitter towards you, or you may be aware that you lacked emotional maturity when it comes to a situation. You may feel, because there is someone here, Libra, that is maybe a little bit bitter towards you or closed off or feeling like you don't care. This could be a mother, this could be a partner, this could be someone, or this could just be you as well. No, I feel like this is something that was influenced by a lack of emotional maturity or by a lack of maturity in general. Okay, you seem to have influenced a situation that now has caused someone to be quite closed off or bitter towards you. Okay, you may also be playing your cards right when it comes to you and when it comes to recognize where you're lacking inspiration in your life, where you're having a lot of creative blockages. You may also be being smart about what you're not really able to support in this time in your life. And I feel like you may feel as though you're being manipulated, okay, or have felt as though you were being manipulated here by someone, but there seems to be someone that has accumulated a lot of bitterness towards you. And they're quite emotional actually this week because they feel like you're not there for them. They feel like you don't care. And again, this could be a mother, this could be this is someone that you truly care about, okay? This is not some blow Joe, okay? This is someone that you truly care about, that you may feel like you lacked empathy for or you never really considered in regards to something. And I feel like you're kind of riding it out this week and doing what you can to kind of get back on higher ground and, take care of someone that you may have forgotten about, okay? How is that going to happen with that 10 of Wands? 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're just avoiding being petty here. 6 of Cups. A lot of you guys are apologizing. Now, keep in mind the roles could be reversed. I'm just reading it how I feel it. But I feel like a lot of you guys are apologizing to someone to move past something that occurred in the past between you and someone else. Why? Because you actually care about this person. Okay? Or you actually care about their feelings, something of that nature. And you may feel, like I said, that you lacked empathy or maturity dealing with something, and you seem to be apologizing to someone, or at least showing up. A lot of you guys are showing up for, who is this person to Libra? Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. One more. And the Empress. So this could be a mother figure that, for some of you, this was a mother that helped you out financially or made a great deal of investment in something that was a huge success for you. A mother figure or someone of great support could have been there for you financially, and you may be showing up for that person. You may feel like you didn't really appreciate this person as much. You're also perceiving this to be someone that made some type of large purchase for you. It could be a mother figure, or this is someone that you perceive to be single, self-sufficient, confident. You may see them as someone that is very nurturing or has been very nurturing to you or supportive of you, but you may feel like you kind of fuck things up somehow. And I feel like you're doing what you can to show up for someone this week because you feel like, I feel like you're avoiding a loss here, or you're avoiding losing this person, or you're avoiding expanding on someone's sadness. Like if this is a mother figure that feels like you don't call enough, it's kind of like you're doing things that you wouldn't normally do. Why? Because you love them or you care about them, or you're hoping that they don't feel how they feel. It's like you're trying to be there for someone this week. Okay? Yours is pretty point blank, period. So yeah, for a lot of you, Libra, this is you supporting someone or being there for someone that you feel like is feeling like you don't love them this week, or feeling like you forgot about them, or whatever it may be. Some of you guys are also apologizing to someone. And if it's not that deep, it's just you are avoiding being petty about something that occurred in the past. Because you see it as something that's worth it. Okay. Now, on a personal level, Libra, if you are not dealing with anybody specifically, I feel like you're becoming aware when it comes to certain situations that have you feeling blocked, that have you feeling closed off, that have you feeling like maybe you're not as available as you want to be. But I feel like you're also aware of the root in regards to why you're not available as you want to be. Okay. And I feel like you're trying to let go of something from your past. A lot of you guys are literally detaching from something in the past or still going through some type of transition. And you may be aware that you really need to get to a place of being self-sufficient and, getting your priorities in check in order to, see the most abundance for yourself. And you seem to be taking responsibility for what needs to occur in order to let go of something from the past. Okay. And you don't really seem to be wanting to show too much vulnerability. You're also protecting yourself from a lost love. So for those of you that have an ex in the picture, Libra, you're kind of not really showing this person what's going on in your life because you just want to be separate and done with that situation. Okay. Could be dealing with a Gemini. We also have Virgo and Taurus. Give me an oracle for Libra. No need to worry, Libra. Moon in reverse. No need to worry. Moon in reverse. This can talk about allowing yourself to not stress, allow that subsiding anxiety to unfold. Things aren't as deep as maybe you feel. Like for those of you who are apologizing to someone or kind of letting go of some type of, or maybe showing up for someone, this is about not letting yourself make something deeper than it needs to be. Okay. And like I said, it could just be a matter of it's a quick fix, just apologizing or sharing how you feel. Don't make it. Look, we have forgiveness and opportunities. So I feel like there's no need to worry. There's not, things aren't as deep as maybe you feel like it is. And there is a lot of opportunity coming your way with the Hermit, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there could be a lot of opportunity if you choose to kind of keep to yourself and maybe focus on your responsibilities, your money, status. Okay, there may be a need here to go your own way and for some of you, there's a need to go your own way and focus more so on your status and responsibilities. And there's a lot of opportunity in that. And for others of you, you may need to be practical and wise when it comes to, it's almost like a lot of you guys are feeling like someone is bitter towards you, but it's not that deep. Okay. There may be a need here to be like the bigger person, I guess you could say. So we also have Virgo, Pisces, and Cancer. All right. Give me a second, guys. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, please. All right, Scorpio, sorry about that. What can Scorpio expect this week? Two more. What can Scorpio expect this week? Three shuffles. Ooh, my mic on? Okay. So overall energy for you, Scorpio, we have the Page of Wands with the Moon in reverse, receiving good news, a message. Okay, Moon in reverse, the Eight of Cups. Well, So what's this Judgment card? All right, so let's just put it this way, Scorpio. There's been something you've been waiting on. Someone, I mean, what's the Page of Wands? Give me one more. Three of Wands. Yeah, you've been waiting on this. So I feel like you've been manifesting something with someone, or you've been manifesting some type of communication. You've been waiting to hear from someone. How does Scorpio perceive this energy currently? The Eight of Swords. You see this as someone that gets in their own way with their own anxieties, fears, overthinking. You may feel like they're slightly embarrassed about something too. You're receiving news from someone that you've been waiting to hear from. You've manifested this, and you're perceiving them to be someone that overthinks or is embarrassed about something that occurred. And you seem to be having someone that is like sucking up a little bit here. You know, this is someone that feels like they're in the doghouse with you, or this is someone that feels like, you know, you're considering walking away, because this is someone that is avoiding losing you. Okay, and they are trying to overcome something here that occurred in the past between the two of you that has them feeling like the ball is in your court. You could be dealing with a Libra, because I feel like Libra was connecting someone. It doesn't have to be, okay? But you seem to be seizing the opportunity to avoid bitching about why something is taking so long or took so long. Okay, a lot of you guys are having someone suck up to you financially, and you're quite optimistic about that because you may feel like someone done you dirty, and you're receiving, you know, you may be receiving some type of financial payout from someone that is thinking irrationally. Okay, because you feel like someone is embarrassed or overthinking something, and you seem to be receiving someone that's sucking up either financially or in general, you know, kind of coming at you with a lot of maybe even communicating too much, you know, because this person feels like they need to make up for something. Okay, because this is someone that's feeling oppressed and thinking irrationally. And I feel like if this is someone that's thinking irrationally because they feel like you cut them off. This person feels like you cut them off, or you're no longer interested, or they feel like something is imbalanced, and they feel like they may have caused that, or they may have been the reason why you cut them off. And the Judgment card can talk about the past returning, or someone wanting a second chance, or someone wanting an opportunity to avoid worst case scenario. And I feel like you're willing to give that to this person. You seem to be happy with whatever this person is giving you. Clarify that Six of Pentacles in reverse, because Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So someone is Ace of Wands. So someone is sucking up for some type of upheaval that was caused. Okay, maybe this person There was some type of upheaval caused from someone taking initiative maybe too quickly, or taking initiative during some type of karmic situation or something that wasn't like this. There's someone here that never learned their lesson, okay, in a situation, and they took initiative anyways, or they done something anyways, and they seem to be sucking up to that. How is this being presented though? Was this the Nine of Swords, the Sun in reverse? So I feel like, honestly, you're just getting a lot of excuses from someone. Okay, so for a lot of you, there's someone that's just thinking worst case scenario, and you're getting a lot of, anxieties, or why they've been, stressing about something, why they haven't expressed themselves, or why they've been, depressed, or what has been causing them from not expressing themselves. You're getting a lot of anxiety and over, someone that is oversharing maybe what they were going through that caused them to not express themselves, or that caused them to feel oppressed. Okay, I feel like you're dealing with someone that is feeling very heavily oppressed, sad, and this person could have done something that made things worse, because they may have presented themselves to be quite conceited, in fact. And I feel like whoever this person is, Scorpio, you're happy to hear from them. You're willing to make long-term plans with them, or you're willing to accept something. Give me one more on that Page of Wands. High Priestess in reverse. So there's secrets being unveiled from someone that ruined their reputation with you. Someone ruined their reputation with you. And it's really that simple. Secrets are being unveiled when it comes to what someone truly desires with you. And I feel like you're willing to make long-term plans. But this is someone that is thinking very irrationally. And there's likely still something karmic tied to this person, or there's still some type of resistance to change. But there's still a lot of excitement and desire to take initiative. And you seem to be helping this person, or you seem to be willing to rise above bitching about why something took so long. Okay. What does Scorpio want with this person? The Ten of Pentacles. So this is someone that you want, you either want to be a part of this business. If this is an employer, maybe the pay was delayed a little bit, or you want a commitment with this person. This is someone that you want commitment with. Or you want to be a part of this company. So you're trying to build something with someone, you want to be a part of this company, or you want a relationship with this person, and you seem to be dealing with a boss or a lover that is thinking irrationally, because they feel like they're in the doghouse a little bit because of something that was delayed. And this seemed to be a repetitive pattern, but you're willing to rise above playing victim in regards to why something took so long. Okay. But give me an oracle for Scorpio. Sorry, I feel like that's really vague or blunt, but this is no need to worry within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks, Six of Cups in reverse, and the Emperor. Well, I feel like if you've been waiting on someone to take control, to heal some type of negative past, things are happening as they should. Okay, or if you've been waiting for a boss to grow up, or a boss to take control in the situation, I feel like things are happening. No need to worry. Give me one more on that no need to worry. The Strength card. And the Empress. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So for a lot of you, if this is a lover, this is someone that there's no need to worry. Like maybe you've been wondering why someone's been taking so long, but this is someone that you have this person's loyalty or respect. This is someone that wants to grow with you, We do have the Emperor and the Empress. This is something very divine, but it may have taken a minute for your person to grow up or to detach from old ways of being, something of that nature. If this is a boss, you seem to still, you have the support of someone in high authority or position. And because of your strength of character, and if you hold tight to your strength of character, you will receive support from someone that it will hold a lot of impact. Okay. So I like this. So all you got to do is just keep planting seeds with your character and everything will work out. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. What can Sagittarius expect this week? 3 more. What can Sagittarius expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius, we do have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Wands in reverse. Chariot in reverse and the Star. All right, so I feel like this week, Sagittarius, you're in damage control a little bit. You seem to be overcoming a failed attempt to force something, and you seem to be focused on yourself. I do feel like you may be dealing with a little bit of either financial insecurity or insecurities in general because you regret something here. Okay, you may regret some type of attempt that embarrassed you. And even though there may not be literal, direct, evidence as to why you should feel embarrassed, but you may be getting in your head a little bit this week about, man, I shouldn't have done that, or something here is causing you to feel maybe slightly embarrassed or feeling like people are judging you, that type of energy. But this week you seem to be overcoming some type of failed attempt that you've done to force something to work or to force something to work here. And you seem to be focused on new opportunities, but first you do feel the need to kind of focus on your overall health. You may feel inspired to kind of just trust the process, let go and let God, that type of energy. But there is a failed attempt here to force something. What was that? The Two of Cups. It could have been a partnership. One more. The Emperor. Some of you guys were either trying to force someone to respect you, someone that maybe you felt had a lot of power or had, some level of status where, getting on their good side would be beneficial. Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but it's like some of you guys may have been trying to force something to, you may have been trying to force respect from someone that had some type of status. Okay. For others of you, you were trying to force a partnership, or you were trying to get something going. Okay. But if it feels like you were trying to receive respect from someone that you felt had some level of authority or power or whatever it may be, and it didn't really seem to work out. If anything, it humiliated you or degraded you or made you feel some type of way. And this week you seem to be in damage control, I guess you could say, when it comes to just you know, swallowing your pride and kind of looking forward and looking to new opportunities, you know, trusting yourself. And like I said, let go and let God type of energy. Give me one more on the Ace of Pentacles with the World. And the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you're just... I feel like you're just in a space where you're overcoming insecurities when it comes to, you know, just embracing the new, embracing the world can talk about things coming to an end, you know, new things beginning. But for whatever reason, you have, you feel kind of defensive when it comes to some type of new endeavor or project or relationship, or there's something here where you feel quite defensive about. And I feel like this week you're more so, you know, setting boundaries, letting something come to an end, embracing a new beginning that seems to be derived from a personal realization of self and, you know, what's good for your overall health, you know, mind, body, soul, all of it. You seem to be focused on what's good for you overall, but you're quite defensive on just letting bygones be bygones. And again, you may be a little bit humiliated here because of some type of failed attempt at a partnership or receiving someone's respect that could have been someone that you feel has some level of status that could have helped you in some way. Okay, just give me one more on the Six of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. Well, you may have been trying to push for the Hierophant in reverse can talk about, you know, challenging someone's power or, you know, not being wise in a situation, not conforming to a situation, maybe even rebelling against the situation with that King of Wands in reverse. There may have been something you've been rebelling against. Okay. Even if that's just you using your own wisdom when it comes to the root intention into why you do the things you do. And I feel like it caused things to be quite scattered or all over the place. And I feel like this week you're in a space of acceptance when it comes to no longer trying to force something, whether that's a relationship or whether that's just something that no longer aligns with your values. Okay. And I feel like there's a little bit of an ego death happening here for you, Sagittarius, where you're kind of recognizing, even if like on a surface level, you may not want some type of change, but on a spiritual level, you're realizing it's the change that needs to happen. It's one of those types of situations, but there's definitely some type of ego death here, you know, realizing your beliefs are no longer serving you. They're serving an old way of being, an old identity. And you're kind of, you know, getting to know the new you, creating a new identity or how you perceive yourself or what you really represent or what you're wanting. And I feel like this week you're more so, again, going through a little bit of an ego death, you know, and taking your time with it. This is something that is going to be a bit of a process when it comes to what's new for you and how you're going to plant seeds in this new path. But I feel like it's almost like a change that you feel like is humiliating for some reason, and I'm not sure why. It may be weighing on your pride. Okay, it's a change that's weighing on your pride. It's a change that's needed, but it's weighing on your pride for whatever reason. I feel like you're very much focused on your overall health and spiritual needs this week. And you are feeling good. It's just, you're in a space where you really just want to hide from the world, right? The Six of Wands in reverse, it's like you're not really looking for attention. You don't want to be seen. You may be slightly humiliated about certain changes in your life that are needed, and you just want to hide from the world. And when the noise is gone and when there's no outside opinions, you feel content with a new phase you're embracing. But when it comes to like public opinions and outside noise, that's when you kind of feel small. So it's about just giving yourself time. So best way I can explain it, the Star, Four of Pentacles, you're definitely in self-preservation mode. Seven of Wands in reverse, feeling weak, feeling vulnerable, not really knowing what you're getting into, feeling like you have a disadvantage. But I feel like you're also healing this aspect of yourself, and you're starting to see the purpose in some type of change. So I feel like this is more of a spiritual week for you, Sag, where you're kind of recognizing necessary changes. You're recognizing that an old way of being or an old expectation, you know, old things that maybe you once valued, they no longer resonate with you. And I feel like you're humiliated. Why? Likely because you really respected the opinion of someone that you felt had a lot of authority or could show up for you, but you're not getting that validation, or you're not getting that partnership or something like that. There's some type of partnership that you felt the need to force, but you seem to be accepting and ending this week. But it's the outside noise that has you feeling a little bit small. So it's just about separating yourself from that. Let go, let God, preserving your resources. A lot of you guys are very inspired to be a little bit more greedy when it comes to your finances, when it comes to how much you give to people that are not there for you. Because I feel like you're recognizing who has your back and who doesn't, and you're also recognizing where you're cutting yourself short by not protecting your resources, not protecting your value, right? So a lot of you guys have been giving value to the wrong people, and you're realizing where you've been cutting yourself short when it comes to not protecting your value, whether that's literal money or your overall worth and value. So it's a very spiritual week for you. And I would just recommend not paying attention to the noise so much and trusting the process. This seems to be very divine. This is a necessary cycle of life that needs to be over, but you're very defensive about it because maybe you are making major changes and people know a different version. It's almost like when we change as a person, people know an old version of you, and whatever that old version of you, you're constantly comparing your new self to that version, and it may be a little bit humiliating, but it's a process. And my best advice would be, don't be worried about people's opinions that don't really have a part of your future, okay? But there's a lot of opportunity in the process of you trusting and surrendering to this new phase of life. So I feel like that's more so your focus for this week, is just trusting and surrendering to a new phase of life. Give me an oracle for Sagittarius. We do have not the right time. Reconsider, not the right time. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. For those of you that's been trying to force some type of new beginning, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Hold on, what's the reconsider? Page of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. If there's something that you did, Sagittarius, okay, or if there's something that, because this is saying reconsider by not speaking out about something that you have regret or guilt about, or something that's just making you feel confused, or something that's just been on your mind. I would avoid being too transparent or oversharing with people, okay? Because with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse to the Five of Wands in reverse, not the right time. It's almost like you may really need to prioritize self-preservation and avoid making yourself too vulnerable to the wrong people. And if there's been situations that kind of caught you blindsided, or if there's situations that even you regret, or if there's changes even in a business or something of that nature that you're making, I would avoid oversharing and more so doing what you need to do to preserve your resources, your value, and avoid being too vulnerable. That's the best way I can explain it. Avoid being too vulnerable to the wrong people, because this is saying don't welcome yourself to be vulnerable to people that will just take advantage of that, or to people that don't really value that, or to people that, or to situations that it's just going to leave you feeling some type of way, okay? I would avoid speaking no about something that has you feeling regretful, guilty, or stupid, you know? And if there is some type of failed attempt, just kind of keep it to yourself, move forward, let go and let God, focus on new beginnings, and focus on the relationship you have with your guys, with your God. Don't really worry too much about the mishaps in between. Okay? So, could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Cancer, Aries, and Aquarius. All right, Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Not a tarot reader saying let go and let God. That's my go-to saying. You know, that's my go-to saying. Tarot is a tool that you can use to confirm things within you, but God is above all. So, but God works through you, not for you. So self-awareness is key, you know. What do we have for Capricorn? One more. What can Capricorn expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Capricorn, Two of Swords in reverse and the World's in reverse. So you may be feeling kind of stagnant this week. Dealing with some financial insecurity. Yeah, Capricorn, I feel like you're very stagnant this week, very guarded, having a hard time being transparent about how you're truly feeling. There's definitely some financial insecurity that has you on edge a little bit, that has you, kind of picking situations apart, picking people apart. If there is new love or, new situations presenting itself, I feel like you're having a hard time giving it any chance because you're dealing with your own insecurities, likely in regards to feeling like life is a little bit not stable right now, feeling like things are really shaky, having a hard time depending on, what's happening next month. And I feel like you're kind of protecting yourself. And with that Five of Swords, you may feel like your financial insecurity is threatening your happiness this week. Okay, so you may feel kind of stagnant a little bit because something isn't working out the way you had hoped. Ten of Swords. I feel like you're having a hard time coping with something. What's this Four of Pentacles in reverse? Because I feel like you don't really have a solid foundation. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like you guys are having a hard time finishing what you started when it comes to some type of change is what this feels like. And I feel like you're having a hard time taking initiative in all the right ways because you're bored, you're losing energy, your spark is dying down a little bit, you're getting lost into some type of negative focus this week. I would be careful heavily this week, Capricorn, when it comes to who or what you're giving your attention to, because that negative energy, the jealousy, the, feeling the need to prove something, whatever that is really hurting nobody but yourself. Okay, because I feel like there's something here you're you kind of committed to when it comes to putting the nail in the coffin. And you're still attached to that energy in a very negative way. It's almost like you're having, it's almost like you're, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like you have a plan, Capricorn. You have a plan for yourself. You've made some type of plan for yourself. But this week, you seem to be getting lost and distracted and getting off course a little bit, not really finishing what you started. And because of that, your results are kind of scattered. You're not really receiving, maybe you're not working as many hours this week, or there's something here you're not really following through with on a personal level. The best way I can explain it is at one point in time, you put an expectation on yourself in regards to what you really wanted, how much money you wanted to make, what goals you wanted to follow through with. This week, you're kind of cutting yourself short by not following through with those, okay? You could be making poor spending habits, or there's situations that are causing you to forget why you are where you are. Okay, you're in a position in your life that you at one point in time wanted to be in, and you're getting lost into this jealousy or insecurity or proving a point to someone, getting lost into what people are saying, because you may feel like there's certain things that are threatening your happiness moving forward, and you're having a hard time just, bulldozing your way forward into a new life. And, I feel like you're creating some unstable energy for yourself because you're feeding too much into thoughts and situations that are not beneficial for your future. Okay, some of you guys are still being very financially generous to a past situation. Why? Okay, so for those of you that have an ex that you may be helping financially, okay, why are you being so generous to this person? It's just causing more frustration. And you may need to kind of follow through with a plan that you've already had for yourself, because this week you seem to be kind of stagnant. Now, tarot is just energy. You can change that energy at your free will. But it's like, I feel like there's some frustration. What's this 5 of Swords? 3 of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, jealousy. Feeling left out. Feeling like somebody chose someone else. Feeling like there's a third-party energy. Feeling like there's some gossip. Feeling like there's people jealous in your workplace, feeling like people are talking shit, okay? There's a lot of negative energy that you're feeding into because you feel like jealousy, or you feel like people are trying to, tell you about yourself, or you feel like there's some gossip. You could feel like there's some workplace gossip as well, and you're looking at it like, damn, like, get a life, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like you're kind of feeding into the negativity. I don't know how to explain it. So that's your choice, but it's kind of leaving things quite stagnant for you. So this week, there's a risk of you making really poor financial choices or not following through with some type of plan, because you're feeding a lot of energy into frustration, because you're aware of external circumstances that are not on your current path. And it's like the noise is distracting you a little bit. Okay. And with that King of Pentacles, some of you guys have someone in the workplace that is being quite 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys are dealing with someone that is quite rigid, stubborn, maybe being even mean. Okay. 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the 2 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are feeling undervalued in the workplace as well, which has you reconsidering whether this is something that you want. Either way, Capricorn, I feel like you're getting lost a little bit this week and distracted with outside influences. Okay. All the outside influence and external influences coming in are bringing you frustration. And you need to be aware of that in that moment so you can discipline your mind space before you become, because you're having a hard time following through with some type of plan. What was the plan? What does Capricorn really, the devil? Now, the devil is your energy, okay? The devil also talks about really strong desires. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse. Don't tell me that, Capricorn. Some of you guys are wanting to return to something karmic or something that has you very tempted, because you feel like not a lot is improving. So this week, you may feel like you want to return to something that you've already experienced because you feel like nothing is improving in your current reality, and it's making you see things a little bit differently. It's making you want to go back into a comfort zone. A lot of you guys may also want to sabotage someone a little bit, Capricorn. Why? Because you feel like this is causing a lot of unhappiness or frustration for you, and you may want to rock the boat a little bit here because there's some type of unwelcome change and you feel like someone is just adding fuel to the fire, and you may want to sabotage someone a little bit. How does Capricorn want to do that? Four of Cups in reverse, by sulking about something, that occurred in the past that made you not happy. Now, keep in mind, roles could be reversed. I'm just reading it how I feel it because, yeah, Capricorn, a lot of you guys are just in a really heavy negative energy this week. And it may be causing temptation to return to something in the past because certain things are not improving for you. It may cause you to feel tempted to just kind of sulk in a community type of setting about something that you've already experienced. And you may be trying to sabotage someone this week because something isn't working out in your favor. Or you feel like someone's doing that to you, but I clarified that in regards to what you want to do. So I feel like you're getting lost in the sauce a little bit, okay? You're having a hard time letting go of something in the past and moving forward and following through with your plan. So I don't know, Capricorn, I don't know what to tell you. Just pay attention to your thoughts, and once you start focusing too much on things that are making you feel oppressed and frustrated and like it's not in your control, you need to do what's in your control to get you focused on something that is in your control so you can separate yourself with progression, with, you know, conquering demons, with slaying demons, all that shit, okay? So, because this is all in your control. So I'm not saying you have to go through this week, but that's what's showing up. We do have ask your angels. So it's also, you may need to retreat. No, Capricorn, no. Ace of Swords in reverse. I would watch your words. Because Ace of Swords in reverse can be someone that feels a lot of frustration and blockages. They're having a hard time focusing because certain things that are just haunting them, that is pissing them off. And this is saying that you may not be in the best frame of mind this week when it comes to making final decisions or communicating things that, if you are attempting to communicate things that are pissing you off, it may not really work in your favor. Like there may be a need to kind of just retreat and, you know, not try to not get lost in the mental confusion, okay? And sometimes when we're having a hard time knowing where we stand in our reality, when we're confused, when we don't know where our focus should be, or when things aren't really working out in our favor, we get lost into other things. You know, it's like a natural way to numb pain. And it's like if there's something that is causing you to have a hard time focusing, or if you yourself are lacking clarity when it comes to final decisions or when it comes to whatever, it's like you may need to kind of just retreat and get into a better mind frame, okay? Or you may end up making a poor decision with that Ace of Swords in reverse. So no to making poor decisions that are stemmed from extreme frustration. The Ace of Swords in reverse is stemmed from extreme love that also brings extreme hate, okay? And it's really oppressive, and it stemmed from misunderstandings, confusion, misinformation, all of that. But it also brings in a lot of poor choices and decisions because it stems from someone that is making a decision without the right information or not being in the right frame of mind. And it's not going to work out for you. Okay. So just pay attention to your thoughts. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That type of thing. All we have is Capricorn energy. So I feel like there's just a lot of outside noise that you're getting sucked into. So just avoid sabotaging yourself. All right. Aquarius. Yes, obsidian is great for absorbing negative energy. It's my favorite. The moon card wanted to show its face, Aquarius. What can Aquarius expect this week? 3 more. What can Aquarius expect this week? Three shuffles. Nice. Overall energy, Hangman in reverse with the 6 of Swords. An end to stagnation, making improvements, overcoming some type of personal conflict you had within yourself or within a situation. I like this. A lot of you guys are traveling as well. I don't know. Let's see. All right. So I feel like there's something you're very, fixed on, Aquarius, and you are a fixed sign, but I feel like you're not interested in making improvements here with someone, but ironically enough, it has you moving forward, or has you making positive changes for yourself because you feel betrayed. There's a lot of mental conflict when it comes to a situation that you perceive to be quite dysfunctional, and you're very adamant about making better choices for yourself. And I feel like you feel compelled to make better choices for yourself when it comes to something that you perceive to be dysfunctional, or a situation that is just not making you happy. And I feel like I don't know, it's like you're not interested in making improvements. You seem to be keeping your distance here from someone that you feel lacks common sense, or is very inconsistent, or is giving you mixed signals, or is, their efforts are very inconsistent, something like that. Okay. And you're kind of moving things forward and not allowing yourself to stay stuck and saying, well, they haven't messaged me in like a week. Maybe I'll just wait a little bit longer. No, it's like you're either on board or you're off the ship. Like you're not confused at all. You're not confused. I feel like you have somewhat of mental conflict though. What's that from? The Devil. Because you may feel bonded to whatever the situation is to a point. 8 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're just having a disagreement with someone in regards to why you're keeping your distance. So you may feel like you're keeping your distance. Okay, you may actually feel somewhat obsessed with keeping your distance from a situation, and you feel like there's a family situation or a person that is not in agreement with why you're keeping your distance. This kind of reminds me of Taurus's read, maybe another read. It's going to be one more on that 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles in reversed. Yeah, you feel like someone is not happy with the fact that you're keeping your distance. You are literally ready to sabotage the situation, or you are obsessed with keeping your distance, but you're looking at someone is not qualified to bring whatever you need them to bring to the table, or you're looking at a certain person as someone that ruined reputation with you. You're very fixed on the fact that you need to keep your distance from a situation that you feel brings a lot of dysfunctional energy into your family or just in your life in general. And this could be family itself, kind of bitching like, why don't you ever call us? Why don't you ever whatever? It could be something like that. But you seem to be in a space of willing to make some type of sacrifice because you're not in agreement, or you have mental conflict either about you have conflict about the toxicity, which is causing you to feel the need to keep your distance from someone or a group of people that you feel is not qualified to bring to the table what you need. And you are in a space of making better choices when it comes to your love life and when it comes to your soul. I mean, just give me one more on that Lovers. Look, the Death card. You've outgrown shit. You've outgrown shit. The High Priestess. Look at you. You're being badass as fuck. Yeah, I feel like you're happy with some type of choice to either end something or keep your distance from something because you feel like it's something you've outgrown. You may be aware of hidden information as well that makes you feel the need to kind of let go of whatever this, it could be a lover. So this could have been a lover or someone that maybe you at one point in time felt like you needed to make some type of choice about. And I feel like you're feeling happy with your choice to keep your distance because you feel like you've outgrown it. And it's really that simple. Okay. A lot of you guys are also in a space of just being very self-aware and aware of what you need to do for the greater good of your spirit in itself, which is allowing you to kind of end things really quickly when it comes to not repeating patterns. And you may be in a space where you perceive things very differently because of hidden information with that High Priestess, or maybe just your own spiritual desires. Maybe, you know, because you seem to be in a space of wanting to make major changes because of knowledge, because of a hidden knowledge, because of a deeper understanding of a situation. You may have a lot of occult knowledge too. High Priestess is like eighth host energy. It's like you're in a space of you're willing to end things very quickly because you're in clear understanding in regards to where your spirit resides. And you're not really willing to argue about it. You're not really willing to hum and haw or like see someone else's perspective. You're in a space of being very fucking clear where you stand. It's that simple. What's the external energy that's in conflict? Nine of Swords. You see them as a negative netty. You see them as someone, one more, Knight of Swords in reverse. So this external energy that you're dealing with, or person, you may feel like they're dealing with a lot of anxieties, inferiority complex. You may feel like there's just a lot of negative thinking maybe they're trying to bring into your life, or just you feel like they're very oppressive. Okay. You may also feel like this person or a group of people, if it's a family situation, is always looking to you to lead too. Like this can be an energy of following your lead all the time because they're dealing with their own anxieties or fear of gossip, or if it was dysfunctional family shit, it's like you may feel like they were always looking to you to take control, and you may just be in a space of being fed up with it and wanting to keep your distance. Or even if it was a lover, you may be looking at this person as someone that always looked to you to take control, and you may feel like this person had a lot of anxieties or negative thinking toward you because of an inferiority complex that they've had, and you're in a space of not wanting them to put that shit on you. It's almost like you just don't want to be a part of something. You don't want to be a part of something because you feel like this energy is just way too negative. Always looking to you to take the lead, that type of thing. And if you're dealing with your shadow, this energy could just be you. Maybe you've had anxieties in the past about avoiding speaking your truth or avoiding being destructive, but now you're in a space of kind of facing your shadow and being very clear in regards to what you need to do, or who you need to stand up to when it comes to shit that's just dysfunctional, when it comes to shit that you don't want to be a part of. Okay, just give me one more on that Ten of Cups in reverse. Strength card. Page of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups. Well, I feel like some of you guys, this is just out of respect to, because for a lot of you, okay, how do I word this? Like a lot of you guys are keeping your distance from someone or a group of people, but you're in a space of not really wanting to speak out about direct truths because this is something that you've brought to a close and you feel like you can move forward with your amount of character, and you may be not speaking out about something out of respect to someone that you care about. This could be a mother, this could be someone that you really care about, or this is just could be you considering your own emotional needs, and you may feel like it's almost like you're keeping your distance from a situation that you feel is dysfunctional, and you may be not directly speaking out about why you're keeping your distance, but it's out of respect to your own emotional needs and validation that you bring to yourself with your own awareness and connection with your God. And you may be in a space of not speaking out about certain things out of respect to someone you care about or out of respect to yourself. Okay, so you're keeping your distance from something, but you're doing it on the down low because you're aware of you. And the Queen of Cups upright is someone that cherishes her own emotional needs, or him. It's just the energy. And you may be in a space of being very well aware of how to handle a situation on a mature level and how to handle a situation to avoid hurting yourself and causing unnecessary emotional wounds for yourself. Okay, so you're distancing yourself from something. Okay, if there was a choice with the Lover's card, if there was a choice between two, you're choosing to not speak out about something or not communicate, but it's out of respect to someone you do truly care about. Okay, or it's just out of respect to yourself. Like, listen, bud, I don't need to fucking tell you shit. You know what I mean? Get the fuck away. You know, either way, you are very decisive this week. Okay, so if you're sitting there all confused, this is not your reading. This is, I feel like you're in a space of willing to make some type of sacrifice. What is this that you're willing to sacrifice? Because there is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're willing to sacrifice, you know, receiving respect from certain people, a certain level of status, maybe. I feel like this is just you being willing to sacrifice receiving respect from certain people, or receiving some level of status, or how people know you, or how people see you, or whatever it may be. Okay. And it's all coming down to you and your personal responsibilities, where you're making a sacrifice. Why? Because it's like something that gives and takes away. It's like, yes, you're removing an opportunity to receive someone's respect or status or something of that nature, but it's also giving you your own dignity, and it's giving you the ability to kind of prioritize what's really important to you. Okay. So I like this. You're very clear this week, making a lot of positive changes when it comes to, you know, your spiritual growth. Just give me one more on the High Priestess. And there's a lot of, with the four of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like for some of you, if this was a family situation, you're aware of some type of, someone took a gamble, or someone took a gamble and loss with you, or literally in a financial way, and you disagree with how someone handled the situation, and you're kind of keeping this information to yourself, and you're choosing to just let go and let God, is what I told Capricorn. And you're just kind of trusting the universe when it comes to how things will play out. I also feel like you're in this space of understanding the benefit of shedding the old with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. What do we have? We do have there's something better. There's something better. 9 of Wands in reverse. Success. All right, just give me one more and there's something better. 10 of Wands in reverse. Well, I feel like there's something better outside fighting a losing battle. Like, you know, carrying burdens that are not yours to carry, not stressing yourself out just, you know, for the sake of other people. It's like, this is about, you know, putting down certain burdens or burdens that are not yours to carry. Be careful of fighting losing battles with chips on your shoulder. And I feel like that's kind of the energy. You're allowing yourself to forgive or let go, but you're not allowing yourself to forget. And that 9 of Wands in reverse can get themselves caught in fighting losing battles because of a chip on their shoulder where they're refusing to compromise, but they're still feeding into that energy. And it's like there may be a need here. And I feel like a lot of you guys are already doing this where you're letting go of fighting a losing battle, not holding on to burdens that are not yours to carry because you're aware that there's something better, and that is success. We do have success this week. 7 of Wands, you have the advantage, protecting what's yours, protecting your territory. King of Pentacles in reverse. One more. I feel like you're staying on higher ground when it comes to someone that is very manipulative, maybe trying to make you feel some type of way, trying to put the blame on you about something, trying to even embarrass you or make you feel some type of way about, you know, how they should be represented even. It's like you are staying on higher ground to someone that is, you know, maybe trying to persuade you into a relationship or into, or trying to persuade you to make you feel some type of way because this is someone that is dealing with a lot of embarrassment or overthinking, and this person may be trying to make you, King of Pentacles in reverse. It's like this is someone that's trying to persuade you into, something. 3 of Pentacles, into a partner, into maybe trying to cooperate, trying to get on the same page. Could be a work partnership too that you're staying on higher ground to. It's like you may feel like they're trying to get in your head a little bit, or they're trying to make you feel some type of way. Either way, you seem to have a success when it comes to staying on higher ground and protecting your dignity, going with your own personal convictions and what's right or what's wrong. And, you know, you're choosing the high road, okay? You're choosing the high road. A lot of you guys, if you're dealing with an ex, you may be dealing with someone that is trying to take advantage of you financially as well, and maybe has been persuasive in trying to get you to be more of a team player. We do have unlikely when it comes to Ace of Pentacles, Fool in reverse. If you have been trying to receive stability from an Aries, probably unlikely. Or if you have been trying to I feel like this is just an external energy that's trying to come in, okay? Maybe someone that's trying to overcome some type of reckless or foolish behavior with you. And it's unlikely that they're going to, you know, make any headway with you. Because again, I feel like this is something you're staying on higher ground to. Either way, you're in solid energy this week, okay? But we do have Aries energy. We have Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. It's like it's almost like whoever's trying to like get in your head or get in there or persuade you isn't really getting anywhere this week at all. Okay. All right. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? What can Pisces expect this week? 3 more. What can Pisces expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Pisces, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. Queen of Cups in reverse. Well, I feel like you and someone else, Pisces, are caught up in a little bit of an emotional roller coaster is what this feels like. And the Six of Pentacles is like sometimes you're on the giving end, sometimes you're on the receiving end, okay? And I feel like with that King of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, you and someone else are kind of tit for tat in here when it comes to, you know, trying to be the bigger person, trying to make headway, what's the objective here? Like, Ace of Pentacles, trying to get something up off the ground. I feel like, yeah, you and someone else are quite an emotional roller coaster. And I feel like there's someone here that is trying to pursue a relationship with you, or is trying to, you know, I feel like you and someone else are both coming from your own emotional bias. I'm not going to lie, Pisces, it kind of feels like you're both in a little bit of a mess toward one another. It doesn't have to be an intimate partner, but it definitely feels like you and someone else have some bitterness, having a hard time regulating your emotions, having a hard time regulating reality as well, feeling kind of trapped, feeling kind of limited, stuck in your own way. And you and someone else seem to be, you know, in this tit for tat type of energy. Why? Because the ultimate goal is for the two of you, like you both want something, you both want to create something serious with one another. You both want to create an opportunity. You both want something stable. What's this Eight of Swords? It's like there's a fear here of being vulnerable on both parts, I feel, to some degree. Because you're avoiding drama. You and someone else is avoiding drama in a family dynamic or a family situation, or you're avoiding causing unnecessary drama by being open and vulnerable about your feelings. And it kind of feels like there's maybe a lot of people in the picture here. Because I feel like, Pisces, you're paralyzed by fear to address your feelings towards someone in a raw, authentic way because you're avoiding doing something you're going to regret. You're also avoiding conflict. And guess what? Your person feels the exact same way. You're both on the giving and the receiving end of that energy. And I feel like there's a desire for something serious, but you're also both blocked with this fear of causing drama, of being the first to say I love you, or like, and then regretting it because they get such a stupid response, something like that. What's the Hierophant? Ace of Wands in reverse. For some of you, there's a marriage still in the picture, which is causing an is what it is type of situation. All right, so if you are not dealing with a lover, Pisces, I'm going to get to you, okay? But for a lot of you, this is two people that are in love with each other, but there's a lot of pent-up energy, intense energy, because there's something where it is what it is in between the two of you, whether there's a marriage or still there's no divorce finalized, or there's an awareness of upcoming trials, custody, court, all this shit. And I feel like there's a fear. Someone is paralyzed by fear. I feel like it's both of you to some extent because you're avoiding causing unnecessary drama. And I feel like you and someone else are quite emotional toward one another this week, maybe a little bit emotionally mature. Why? Because you both have a lot of love, but you feel like you can't express it in the way you want because of this, because of external circumstances. And I feel like it's going to be a tit for tat type of energy between you and someone else this week. Okay. And it has something to do with reality, feeling blocked by reality, like literally feeling blocked by someone's reality, whether it's yours, theirs, both of yours. I don't know what's going on with that. So I would expect some, you know, emotional immaturity back and forth between you and someone else, because there's a huge fear where those issues probably wouldn't be present if the reality was different. It's that type of situation. Okay. Now, if you're not dealing with an intimate person, Pisces, I feel like someone is trying to make things right with you. They may feel like they missed a chance already to make things right with you. This doesn't have to be a partner or a lover. This could be anyone. Someone is trying to make things right with you. And they're doing it in a really vain way. Okay. They're doing it in a way of trying to, you know, gift you something extravagant. Because when it comes to actually saying, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I shouldn't have done that, or hey, whatever. Instead of saying that or being open to that, they're just, you know, giving you money or buying you a gift or something like that in hopes that you just forget. Because you may be in a space this week where you're being manipulated to kind of avoid being petty, or, you know, just rid the drama here between you and someone else, and it's likely being instigated by some type of gift or generosity. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Maybe all the Pisces is like, yeah, you know, give me some money. I can keep my mouth closed with some money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, depending on how deep this is, but it does feel like someone is trying to keep the peace here between the two of you by making things right, but it's coming in the form of a gift or money, or complimenting you. If it's something like a work partnership, maybe there's some beef between you and someone else, and someone is, instead of like addressing some type of regret, they're just kind of like, you know, changing their presentation with you, being a little bit more nicer, valuing you more. But when it comes to actually bringing up anything from the past, they're not doing that. Okay. So it's interesting energy. So yeah, if you're dealing with a lover, there's a lot of tit for tat energy because you're both in love with each other, but you feel oppressed with this is what it is type of situation. Maybe still waiting on a divorce, something of that nature. Okay. And you're both on the giving and receiving end of that. You're both dealing with your own frustrations. Okay. And yeah, and for others of you where it's not an intimate partner, you just have someone that is trying to, it's like trying to make things right with you. And I feel like you're feeding into it, Pisces, as if you're not bothered. So if you're dealing, say, with a partnership or a coworker, there's some beef between the two of you. You're both aware of it, but you're both acting like you're calm, cool, and collected. You're both on the giving and receiving end of this, like, oh, everything's cool when it's not. You know what I mean? And those issues are building up and building up. And even though you seem to be conforming to this person's way of trying to show up in your life, there's still a lot of frustration with what the actual truth is, okay? So I feel like you seem to be conforming, Pisces, to someone's generosity this week, even if it's the bare minimum. I don't see anything actually being addressed. But the two of you seem to be trying to overcome something. I mean, if it's not an intimate partner, what does this person want with Pisces? Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this person is just trying to work on their reputation with you. Okay, so if this is not like an intimate thing, this is someone that is just trying to work on their reputation with you. They may feel like they ruined it. They may see you as someone that's very qualified, you know, or they see you as someone that is a very hard worker, motivated, and this is someone that is trying to work on the reputation with you in hopes the two of you can make plans for the future. Okay, so I would expect some generosity, but it may feel a little bit vain, you know, because there's deeper issues not being addressed. You could be dealing with a Taurus. We also have Libra. We do have unlikely. King of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. For those of you that's been like waiting on the green light from family or even from an ex, or you've been waiting on some type of respect here from someone to be able to move forward with something that makes you happy, I wouldn't wait on any green lights. Okay, let's just put it that way. I wouldn't wait on any green lights when it comes to gaining the support or gaining someone's support. We do have let go. I'm going to put that back though. Not the right time. King of Swords in reverse. There's too much oppressing you right now, Pisces. Ace of Cups in reverse. Well, I feel like you're dealing with someone that is having a hard time being honest with you. There's still a lot of repressed emotions. I would be careful with your words, Pisces, this week. Okay. If, you know, because I feel like there's a lot of repressed emotions between you and someone else. There's a lot of confusion and there's a lack of clarity in regards to what's actually, you know, like the two of you aren't being very reasonable when it comes to addressing what's actually the problem. And you may be, you know, saying some harsh things, and it may not be the best time to do that because I feel like you're both hurting or you're both dealing with some type of frustration. Just give me one more. 10 of Swords in reverse. Like you may need to, you know, put your problems behind you, Pisces, this week in order to avoid worst case scenario when it comes to someone that has a lot of repressed emotions. Okay. Or when it comes to forcing something. Okay. You may be trying to force something while still holding on to something from the past, and it's maybe not the best time, and it's creating more pent-up energy and emotions and bitterness towards you and someone else. And you may need to kind of get a little bit more clear and put that King of Swords upright when it comes to what really deserves your focus this week, instead of kind of getting wrapped up into too many things at once here, because it's creating more hurt feelings or confusion because you're in a space of maybe trying to avoid the worst. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just going to get off that. Just going to get off that. You're ready. It's up to you. So it's up to you, Pisces, but you need to get clear on what it is that you truly want. And it feels like there's a lot of past or family opinions, family, you know, things that are making you feel the need to walk on eggshells when it comes to what you truly want. And if you're waiting on the go ahead or the green light from family or respect from certain people, it's like you may be kind of waiting your life away kind of thing. So you're ready to make some type of change. It's up to you, but it's like, be careful how many, you know, like get a little bit more clear and focused in regards to what it is you want. For a lot of you, I feel like this is you and someone else that's developed emotions toward one another. And there's a lot of is what it is types of situations getting in between the two of you, and you're taking it out on each other when one or the other needs to just get clear and get that part of their life out of the way and focus. Lord have mercy. So a lot of tit for tat energy. Okay, that is a wrap, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but I'm going to get out of here. Baked and grilled. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats and the support. I got to get to bed, but I love yous. Bye.